Here we go again at Lake Renwick. We're at the Turtle Lake access. So we're gonna check it out. Do a little bit of a walkthrough. It's 2:41. I'm still going with the BRC today. Let's see. There we go. Information, Turtle Lake access. You are here. Could probably take the Booty Lake, Turtle Lake, coming all the way down with the loop and back. Not sure I'm digging that. Let's see. Well, let's look at the sign. We'll check it out and maybe we'll go the opposite direction. We'll check out the canopy down there. .35 miles, a little long for this late in the day. All right. I guess there's fishing in these lakes. Might have to come out here with the pole. Shoreline fish are permitted year-round. Channel cats, large and smallmouths, bluegill and red ear sunfish. Let's check around the corner. We'll check this down here, and then we will go for a little hikey poo. A little gazebo down here now. See, this would have been cool had I done the hike and then said, "No, what, fuck it, I'm gonna come and chillax." Or you can come right the fuck here and throw your poles in and chillax. So they got stairs. That's craziness. They got stairs that go down when they could have just made it a see, like I said, fishermen all around the edge. There's somebody down there fishing. They got something down there that means something. Preserving Turtle Lake and its fish. You can measure your fish so you know if it's okay to take out of here. You got bluegill, crappie. Crappies are fun. And so are largemouth bass. They're fun to fight. Let's hold the phone tight and see if we can't see nothing in the water. Catch and release. Nothing this close. Another place I would like to bring the poles to. Josh Perkins, Forever Fishing. Born in 97 to 2025. Man, young guy. Raleigh, Manzana. Love, friends, songs, and unclaimed treasure. Rest in peace to the both of yous. Alright. Once we start this adventure, we will crack the BRC and be on our way. So here, they've carved out a little path to go down by the shore. I wonder if anybody's ever been out to those little islands out there. Turtle Lake sign, it's hard to see from up here. But Like I've said before, fishermen, when they want to get fishing, they got that little thing. It goes down to another thing down there, like the one on the pier. Basically tells you about fishing. But in loving memory of Christine Thomas, she loved the swans. Rest in peace to Christine Thomas. So this is cool. They got asinine amounts of water. And this is a cool trail because it's all blacktop. You got another fishing pier over there. Get fish off of, more of a lake. Booty Lake. Shoreline fishing permitted year round. These people, I'm telling you, they got dugouts. Fishermen are a one-of-a-kind breed. You'll love them. They will find a way to get to the water, find all the best spots. Yeah. Let's take a wander. It's pretty fucking warm today. I probably should have brought the Camelback or quite possibly something else to drink besides the BRC. I'm hoping it won't keep me up all night since it is about 3 o'clock-ish. But we'll see. Starting to work conditioning back in the morning, so I'm gonna need all the sleep I can get. Just try and get back up on 20,000 steps a day, where I was at up to last Thursday, maybe even Friday, when I stopped work conditioning for a few days. Another one, like I said, you can't fuck with fishermen. Like I said, when they want to get to the good spots, they'll figure out a way. There's something up top I see. Once I get to that spot, we'll crack the BRC double shot espresso. Espresso mocha flavor. As I always say, I could drink these motherfuckers, and do, every single day. But getting on the trail today was something. Stopped at the cemetery in Manhattan, one of the many, to attempt to find a Civil War veteran's grave. Upon getting there, we found there was many war veteran graves there. We were able to pay our respects to them, and upon finding the Civil War veteran's grave, finding out that the man was quite the guy in Manhattan and the surrounding areas when he was alive. So, another bench, which I probably couldn't get down this sumbitch right now, but I bet you a fisherman could. Till my ankle's better, no chance. This was in loving memory of Lincoln Tate Finn. Can't hide the light. And crack the BRC. Alright. And so we begin the hike. Now, we began a little bit ago, but I always give the BRC a little. Another path here, interestingly enough, If somehow you could get out to that place there, there's like a little, I don't want to say sandbar, but you can get out to that one. Just imagine the fishing all along that shore. I mean, that's why fishermen get to places down like that. The harder to reach and harder to get to places are usually the best places to fish. I haven't fished in quite a while, but I got me a pole. Sometime this week I'm going to get it all rigged up, and definitely 100% I'm going to come back to this place and fish. I tried getting into, this is Lake Renwick, to where the nature center is, and the gate was closed. I went online before I started the trip because this was a long trip for me. Very steep, but yet again, that spot. And it was closed. So I said, this is a big motherfucking place. Let me drive it around it a little bit and see. So I went around, found another access point, but it really wasn't an access point. Just had a place with a pisser and a small gazebo. I guess they do bird watching and shit there. So I just went on my Google Maps, and they had a map there, like the trail map. And they had the Turtle Head access point or whatever this place is. So I said, fuck it. Let's give her a go. And ended up triple here. Another good one. Some of these I think may have been, it looks like anyways. I could be wrong. But who knows? Could have been that angler who was like, I just gotta get to this motherfucker. So, heading out through the woods. Let's get a good look. Nice trail. I like this. Little bit of shade, little bit of... Now this would be a good spot. Except for all the shit in the water. That would be a really good spot. But... So I'm not going to burn completely, at least at this portion of the trail. But we'll see. This could be a good hike. This one could bring the HBJ down to his knees. We'll see. But we have a few topics to discuss while we're here, so might as well get to them, make the day go by quicker. We are trying to get to as many different forest preserve districts as possible before we start doubling up. Although there are some that once I get the rod and reel together, I will have to double up. A little path into the woods. I've seen a lot of these. Who knows what those could be from. But I like that they carved this out and put blacktop down. It's so much more convenient. And this will be, again, a great place to bring a bike through. But yeah, I'm trying not to hit up as many places twice when I could check out different spots. It's an interesting looking plant. That way I have an idea of what's what, what's good, what's bad. In some places I might want to come back to fish, some places I might want to come back to hike. I mean, there are some that I do like, I could come back to hike, but again, if all this shit wasn't in the water, stellar spot. Maybe bring out some waders. No memory for that one. But yeah, that's the problem, is like, it'd be better to bring a bicycle with or some kind of electric scooter or bike, because you get on trails like this and yeah, you're looking for different spots to fish, and you're carrying your tackle box, probably carrying your pole, carrying shit to eat, something to drink, because usually when you fish, you're not only coming out for a couple minutes. Interesting. Let's go see what the stork says, even though this is closed for today. The Rookery Trail, 1.45 miles. Let's see. Preserve access. Restricted during heron egret nesting season. So, I mean, we could climb this thing, but dogs and fishing is prohibited. Bikes are prohibited. Lake Renwick, Heron and Rooking, Illinois Nature Preserve. So, apparently these things mate back there. It's a whole nother trail, off the trail. If we could figure out when the actual nature preserve is fucking open, then maybe get a full map of this place and look at it while we're hiking. And when these things are open, come early enough and actually go for hikes. How's it going? But for now, we kind of wing it. I got a somewhat map of the nature preserves in my area. I mean, this is a little off the beaten path, but it was on the map, and it's one of the ones I haven't checked out yet, so I said fuck it. Pretty cool spot so far. I like having the option of the shade or the sun. At the same time, having the bodies of water on all sides of you. Here's the train tracks right now to my left. One of the lakes to my right. Gives you options. Gives you shit to do, man. Like, I hate when you're going through some of these and it's just like that. In the fall, spring, and winter, mostly winter, those are good for. But advertently or inadvertently, you're dealing with bugs. And not just fucking bugs. The kind that you're like, man, this is making my trip miserable. Something like this where you got the blacktop, wide. You don't have to walk through parts of grass, you get chiggers and fucking spiders. And well, I mean, for having bodies of water, I haven't gotten bit so far, knock on wood, by mosquitoes. It's not bad. But like, I don't want to have to spray myself completely with off. I mean, I have it and I will. But I don't want to have to, especially in the hot ass summer, where now when I get home I have to immediately jump in the shower so I don't get the off smell all over everything. But this is great. Shit like this, I can walk up and down these motherfucking trails all goddamn day. Like, if I didn't get out here so late, I might have went from this little trail to the big trail and the big trail back home. I just got out here late because I had stopped at the cemetery earlier, which I'll give my little overview on. It was awesome, like I said earlier, finding the grave we were looking for. If you like history like I do, it was pretty cool. We can get to this bird. Not close at all. Seeing graves from the early to mid 1800s. You say that, it's kind of wild to even think of the 1800s, because It was so long ago, and it's so hard how long ago it actually was, because we were born at the end of the 1900s. The end. Like, our grandparents were born at the beginning, but we were born at the end. Like, some people were born after the 1900s. Like, that's just so wild to think. And that some people fought in the Civil War, some people fought in the Spanish-American War, some people had fought in the World War I. Brothers, or it was either brothers, I think it was father and son, to be honest, by the years of their life, but father and son fighting in World War I and World War II. And then you got Korean War. I don't know if I said Spanish-American War. And then you got Vietnam. Again, I didn't see anybody from Desert Storm or Chihuahua. I mean, a lot of us are still alive, but people have died in that war or around the time of that war. Yeah, it's just fucking, if you like history, man, these are like hidden gems. It's sad because you go into these places, like, and I don't know how much of a thing it is now, and I hope again, I said this in the other video, I hope nobody has to ever go through this in their life, but people were burying their children, small children. You got a sign up here, we'll go left, check it out, and then we'll go back towards the car. But back then was more of a thing to have a family plot. When you had a family plot, that meant everyone in your family was buried there. And they legit, this is interesting, but they buried everybody, even their kids. Interesting. Got a helicopter coming overhead, don't know what that is. So, the Hatch Platt House. It was built in 1837 and they took it down in 2003. It was originally purchased from the federal government by Samuel Shively in 1835. Within 2 years, Robert Chapman, a pioneer land speculator, acquired the land and he constructed the original house. A modest 2-story, 16 by 20 feet. He lost the house because he had financial trouble. But this is the original house, was on this land. He had an addition here. And then this was the final addition. So, in the early 1800s, this man, legit, this was the fucking step to get in his house. But this was his house right here. Boom, boom, that's it. And then this was an addition, which looks like it's about one and a half times the size. And then this little part in the back was the final addition. Again, I fucking love history. This is badass. This is the original step to come in the original front door of the house. Fucking awesome. Love fucking history. Cool as fuck it. I decided to come check this out. This is the original plan of the house, apparently, I think. 15 Plainfield TP. Maybe it was open until 2003 and people were able to go inside. Yeah. Maybe this is what it looked like, kinda-ish. Purchased by the Forest Preserve District in 1989. Remained vacant between 2001 and 3. Village Preservation sought to preserve the portion of it. Decades of neglect led to demolish it in 2003, and their foundations have been preserved. Look at the foundations built out of stone. This is the kind of thing that's sad as fuck, that they actually had this place on here and they couldn't preserve to keep it around, man. Cool ass history. I love shit like that. I wish we would have just stumbled, I mean, we did stumble upon something cool. Just the foundations. They explained the foundations, cool as fuck. At the same time, it sucks that they couldn't fucking preserve it enough. Man, what a cool piece of history that is and was. Understandable, a place that was built in the early 1800s wasn't upkept. Fucking 200 and something years later. I mean, that thing made it to 2003. Maybe it didn't make it 200 years, but the foundations are. And that thing has seen the Civil War, asinine amounts of presidents. Fucking awesome, man. Thing's been around forever. Cool that they at least kept. See, that's the kind of thing I like, especially to stumble upon. See, when you look up forest preserve districts, it's kind of rare that you see shit like that. There's a place I'd like to go one day to check out. Don't know how much of a forest preserve district it is or how the trails are. I went there when I was a kid a lot. It's called the Little Red Schoolhouse. Basically was a little schoolhouse in the middle of fucking nothing. Still preserved. It might not be anymore, but when I was a kid it was still preserved. They had cool nature shit inside of it. It was super teeny tiny, but then again, you think back then, what were kids actually learning in school back then? It was all fucking huge eagle. Wow, what a wingspan on that motherfucker. Right up in the tree. The cool shit you see at a forest preserve, man. But anyways, yeah, I mean, what were they actually teaching kids out in the, you know, the old days of the 1800s, where people were just going across country on horseback and carriages and just kind of plopping down wherever the fuck they saw fit. I mean, today at least, buy a house. There's another one. Man, these are actually big ass hawks or eagles. Man, the wingspan on them motherfuckers, and they're circling. They gotta be seeing something. There's two more. So, it'd be cool if they were eagles. I can't see that far. I don't have my glasses with me. Cool as fuck. I wish I could fucking zoom in on that shit, but we all know my fucking camera ain't worth a motherfuck. Kind of close to overhead. Let's see if I can zoom. If he comes back around. You get under the shade so I can see it. Nope, he's flying away. Sure as fuck as I fucking get the camera in his direction. There's two of them over there, but let's see. Can't tell because I can't see shit. But anyways, if that guy comes back over, which he probably will now that I'm... Let's try it again. There's two of them over there. Can't see too well. Up. That's what I get. Can't tell on the phone, but that thing's actually really close to me right now. There's two of them, like right over my fucking head, just circling. Super cool. Super, super cool. I like that shit. Shit's cool. Like directly over my head now. You ain't gonna dive bomb on me, motherfucker. Right above me. Just don't shit on me either. These motherfuckers here. Cool as shit. So we got to see some eagles today, I think. At least hawks at the very least. And the foundation, pretty cool. Passing the same guy hiking again. Gotta love it. People out in nature. Back for round 2, huh?
One more.
That's the good thing. This isn't a bad trail. It's, you can get out and get around it, not kill yourself. Especially because of the, a lot of it's in the shade, which is cool as fuck. But, yeah, man, look. Come out to a place, had no expectations of today. Hit a dead end, now there's 3 of them over yonder. Man, these things are everywhere. Fucking birds. They're not small. Like, their wingspan is fucking huge. I wish I had a better camera to actually show what they look like. But, yeah, no expectations. Got to the first place. It was a fucking dud. Got pissed. Said, wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them now. We got the camera. Look at all these motherfuckers. Again, you can't see how just close they are because my camera sucks. But look at that. If those are fucking eagles, that's a lot of them. 3, 6 of them? Wow. Jesus, is that fucking cool. That's a lot of fucking hawks or eagles. I think they're eagles because they're black. All black. 6 of them. And then we had the ones behind me. Man, this gotta be, like, this has to be something for something because it wouldn't let you through that one spot because there was one, I think, herons or whatever. Something is breeding over there. This is definitely a comeback place. This is definitely a place I'm coming back to early. Definitely a place I'm coming back to with a fishing pole. Again, as I was saying before I got sidetracked with all the fucking birds, is you never know. Again, came out here, no expectations. Fuck it. Went to the grave site, said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, what place haven't I been today? Bam, put my finger on it. Bam, put it in Google Maps. It was quite the hike. Especially the time I came out here. Fucking A, I love this BRC, man. I could drink this shit all day, every day. Just don't want to be kept awake all night. The taste is fucking outstanding. To the guys at BRC who came up with this shit, you guys are fucking outstanding. But anyways, wow, there's another big one. Just gliding. They just fucking glide in the air. They're not even fucking flapping their wings, just fucking gliding. So fucking cool. Now there's 3, 5, 7, 8 of them. Something's going on here with these birds. There's 8 of them now. I love this spot. Coming back. Fuck it. Fucking A. Coming back. So, again, no expectations. Got fucking skunked out of the original spot. Almost got in an accident because I was going to turn in on it on a decently busy street. All of a sudden, flipped the bitch because I saw a sign for the lake. Made a left when I could have made a right. And then I went down this street. Stopped at the small spot, looked at their map, and then said, fuck it, let's try and find another entrance. Found this bad boy. It's a win, total win, huge win. Crowd's going fucking wild. I mean, I haven't heard a crowd this wild since me and my boy Long Ball, aka L, aka World's Sexiest Man, aka El Nino, aka Hit 'em High Lorenzo, and I went with my friend and big brother Bobby to the World Series in St. Louis, and we're a part of one of the wildest endings. This is we're all the way around again. The other one I said I'd come to on the way back. Obviously beavers have gotten to these. They put chain link fences so they can't get to them. But man, we're at the World Series, and it ended on an obstruction call at the end of the game on a play with Alan Craig at third that I'm sure it was Jose Oquendo who sent him. Should have never sent him, he was hurt, but it all ended up working out. Nice little gazebo. You can set your tent, not your tent, your poles up here. There's a lure, a bobber. Yeah, you're gonna get caught up on all this shit in the water. There's something over there. Let's see if we can't sneak over there. Bunch of tadpoles. Oh, you can see all those little bluegill. Tons of little bluegill in the water. I don't know if you could see them because my camera sucks, but there's a shit ton of bluegill right here. Shit ton. One decent sized one. Come over here, there's a couple more bigger ones. There is schools, multiple bluegill in this water. More over there. Yeah, there's a bunch of bluegill out here. And a minnow or something swimming at the top of the water. Something. I want to see a bigger fish. Come eat that cocksucker. Come on. Come eat that son bitch. There's got to be a bigger fish somewhere. You guys eat each other. Look at all of them. Swimming in a school. Fucking cool, man. So fucking cool. I fucking love nature, man. Fucking love it. But like we're at the World Series in St. Louis against Boston. I'm still bitter to this day. To this fucking day, I'm bitter that we lost that World Series. We had the team to win it. We had the team to beat. And we fucking blew it. There's right there on top. I can't fucking see. Hope I'm pointing them in the right direction. You could see half his shells in the water, half his shells out. And his head is far out. Got a bunch of bobbers in this motherfucker, which means they idiots gassed it in here and got stuck. But yeah, big, nice little turtle, baby turtle there. I can't see a fucking thing on my screen. Turtle's looking around, probably hears me. But see if we see anything else in the water here before we head out. A lot of assholes who like to litter. I do see that, a lot of litter. A lot of people with fishing equipment in here that you can't. I mean, it is what it is. I would assume there might be some decent fish in here just because there's so much shit in here. A lot of tadpoles. A lot of them. Oh, there's another. Again, I can't tell if I'm pointing it at the turtle. Trying my best. We're up, coming around the edge, see if we see anything else. Just a bunch of little guys. Chocolate egg. Who fucking throws stupid shit like that in the water? It's so sad to see people fucking up this shit. It's so beautiful out here. Just to have people fucking it up. But there we have it. A couple more people hitting the links, hitting the trails. I'm gonna come back around, head back to the vehicle. And that's the Booty Lake. That's the Booty Lake Trail. Good one. The shorter one, again, feel great. It's 3:23. If it wasn't so late, you'd probably be going on the bigger trail as well. But we're coming up. We'll check the gazebo here. Bada bing, bada boom. Just a chill spot. Heading back to the car. Forgot to tell you today's music. The album Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden. Great album. Favorite song, obviously, by Iron Maiden. Great song. And now the epic trip back home at 3:30, which is going to mean lots of traffic. This has been the HBJ, and the HBJ is out.